Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where I would like to complete our Iberian collection here, but I was just looking through it. It's a little bit awkward and we're truce to this guy, I think. So that's a bit of a problem. We could go after the Byzantines, we're truced there as well. Sure. What about Georgia? We could definitely go after Georgia if we wanted to continue our coastal claims. They're a little bit on the stronger side. That's a lot of men-at-arms. That's a whole lot of men-at-arms. Do you have a bunch of mercs hired? No, it's just their ally has a bunch of men-at-arms combined with theirs, and they have different men-at-arms types. Okay, we might want to hold off on that for the moment, because our men-at-arms are a little bit out of date right now. We don't have this, which would be a big deal, and knighthood would be pretty good too. So we might want to go after some slightly weaker opponents for the time being. Like, we already went after this guy. We're truce to him. But that would be a good option. Lamia might not be a bad choice either. We could come down over this way. What's the claims here? Once again, they have a lot of men-at-arms. We could just chill. Our finances aren't in the best position right now. We're 2 years from Castle Bailey's, and we're still working on upgrades. I think chilling here isn't the worst idea. We've been pretty aggro for quite a long time. You are giving us a throne. Is that better than the throne we have? I think it is. Let's check. Yeah, it definitely is better. So we'll equip that. Beautiful. There's also this situation here. Your liege is paying for our carpet. Okay, so we finished up some upgrades over this way. We definitely want to continue to upgrade. There we go. So yeah, I think we're just going to chill for a little while here. I'd like to get caught up a bit in tech as well as work on our economy. And expansion is expensive. So there is that. We're lacking some cash for the moment, but we're going to get a bunch of this. What are you giving us? Sure, I'll take it. I'll probably just let it decompose, but sure, why not? Okay, 75 gold. Yes, please. We attend your feast. Sure. Yeah, I think that we take a little bit of time here to chill. We've not really been doing that at all. We've been pushing very, very aggressively, and we're a little bit overextended, I feel like. So let's hold off for a bit. We need to get these innovations going. Divine Right is only 5 years away, too. Okay, so these Norse innovations will finish up pretty quickly here. Most of them are a third to half done. As is. Cool. We're going to take 50 gold. We accept his generous gifts. And we are going to get 218 gold here. Yes. 75. Yes. And we require a new steward. We're also working on doing these conversions, which is a decent thing to be working on as well. Okay. So we're going to get another upgrade going here. And this will increase our overall income. Yeah, these ransoms are fine. There is a dangerous faction, an independence faction. That's another good reason to chill right now. Now, we could try to make it go away. Or we could fight it. Now, we could definitely do something about her. Right? A grandson would do the trick, actually. She wouldn't accept this. Marriage would have low fertility. You would be the one with the low fertility. You're 37. He's 3. Sure, fair enough. I think that we just fight them, honestly. We're going to be in a good position to do so. So I think that's okay. That'll give us some time to deal with some of our internal conflicts. You want 62 gold for that person? Sure. This is all fine. We want to invest as much cash as we can right now down here. Yeah, this all looks good. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. We can definitely work on upgrading over here and making even more taxation. Now, most of our cash is going to court amenities right now. We can transfer this guy over. Done. We can demand some payments. Do we want to? 65 gold is fine. We're not going to demand that from Italy just yet. Or from Norway. Most of these people don't have any gold. Okay. When are you guys going to fire? 5 months. And Thessalonica is the war leader. This is basically the same faction we beat last time. I'd be interested in maybe getting this guy out of the faction. Or someone else somewhat weaker. I want the faction to fire. But we could do something along the lines of this. Like that. Get Finland out of there. Drop their power down a little. Now, these guys have pretty high opinion of us right now. Okay. We were swaying that guy. It's done now. That's fine. A lot of these have pretty high opinion. We could bribe them out of the faction. 9.7% would be good here. That would not make the faction go away. But at 91 opinion, he'll almost certainly leave that faction, right? Why did he just lose an opinion? Because we're at peace. Fair enough. Yeah, he left the faction there. They're at 76. Cool. So we're just chilling for the moment. I think this is fine. We need a new chancellor, and that will be this duchess. Cool. 78%. It's not a particularly scary faction. They can send their ultimatum in 1 month, and we will immediately begin raising next to their capital, or maybe even in their capital. Yes, in their capital. We'll raise our men-at-arms here. 5 months, allegedly. I don't think it'll actually take that long. We'll begin to raise. They can send their ultimatum at any time. These ransoms are probably acceptable. They'll keep us afloat a little longer. We may go negative here. How many troops does Thessalonica have? Only 12k. So something like 25 is probably sufficient. There's the independence demand. We will not be threatened. We'll begin a slow siege here. We don't have leadership. We'll put this guy in. And I'm going to split off around 5,000 troops. I would love it if our men-at-arms were here, and they are. They popped in just in time. Beautiful. So we're going to put these together and split off our trebuchets. The rest of these are going to head on in, and these guys are going to siege. Beautiful. We're going to catch these guys raising. Cool. This siege will be done in 4 months. So, from here, what's our plan? They have 52,000 troops. So if they're all grouped together, we would have to basically fully raise. But I don't think that'll be a problem. I'm just thinking about how I want to handle this right now. Let's look at the actual distribution here. Okay. I think we chill. So we're going to get this siege done in about 50 days. Okay, that was a big tick there. And we captured her. War's over. Just like that. Amazing. Cool. So, no problem there. Beautiful. This ransom is acceptable. 282 gold for someone who's not even landed. Amazing. And we're going to toss gold, of course, into Bedford. We're still chilling. We are going to go aggressive again quasi-soon, now that that's dealt with. We do need a new steward. That'll be this lady. And then we need a new marshal, too. That'll be this guy. Cool. And I want to check up over here. Is there any more upgrading that we can do here? The answer is no, because of cash. Yeah, fair enough. We're going to finish up our wealth focus here. We're definitely going to take It Is My Domain next. That will certainly be what we go for. Let's check through these payment demands. Sure, we'll attend this guy's feast. 15 gold? Done. Okay, and as far as ransoms go, you're our vassal. We actually decline that. Cool. Okay, so we need cash. We just discovered Castle Bailey's. That's wonderful. So what are we going to go for next? Definitely men-at-arms. We 100%... We need more men-at-arms numbers. That's pretty important. Our numbers amount of men-at-arms is not great currently. So that's something we need to work on. We can also... Well, we'll see what happens after we get Divine Right. But that means, of course, that we can get a lot more upgrades in these regions. So that'll... We will certainly continue to upgrade economic upgrades right now. That is our top priority for the moment. I'm also wondering, when are we going to be eligible to enter the High Medieval era? Once we get one more innovation. Okay. So that'll be Divine Right. I want urbanization. Heraldry is eh. High Partition would be nice, I suppose, but it's eh. Guilds would be good. Banking would be good. Land grants would be okay. Almost everything here we want is the thing. We decline that. Cool. Ah, the Mongol Empire has collapsed. Honestly, they didn't get very far. Good for them. Our husband died, and relief washed over us. We, of course, need a new stewardship husband. So we will go for... Well, this guy. He'll probably die. But that's okay. He exists explicitly to get us domain limit. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to continue to build in London here. Continuing to upgrade our income. And we're going to grab It Is My Domain, which will allow us to extort our subjects. Which we will do on cooldown at this point. Yeah, it'll be an active tyranny, but that's fine. And we're going to continue to upgrade our economy. Hello, pause menu. Okay, we can definitely upgrade over here as well. Done. This guy's a vassal, so we decline. Cool. So, Insightful Thinker, that's fine. Sure. So looking at this, Divine Right will be done in about 2 years, allegedly. I think it's closer to 1 year than 2, but we've got a bit of a rounding thing going on here, is my guess. So that'll be done in 2 years. Cool. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Okay. So Men-at-Arms will be done in 17. That one will be a while yet. We're not going to wait on that before we get it somewhat aggressive again. But we're definitely having a bit of a Men-at-Arms issue. That's for sure. We're a little weak on that front. This ransom is acceptable. This ransom is not acceptable. And back in here... Yeah, 23 months now. Okay. So that is going to be about 2 years. Good to know. Cool. So I do want to continue to invest cash over here. This is non-economic upgrades. I do want to build economic upgrades right now. That is the focus. This is acceptable. This is not, because he is a vassal. This is not acceptable either. She would pay us 0? No. Why would I ever do that? Yes, we will attend your feast. That'll be fine. Bargain fealty, huh? Sure. We can negotiate an alliance with this guy, the King of Venice. We may as well. There's no reason not to. Cool. Excellent. I want to check. We are on absolute crown authority. Sounds good. And these upgrades will be finishing up soon. This ransom is completely acceptable. No problem there. Our level of splendor increased. Always nice. And sure, we'll attend this feast too. That is a military upgrade. I would rather continue to work on economic ones. So let's see if there are any of those available. In fact, we know that there are. There are definitely some available up here. Okay. Also, upgrading our crown smithies would be good. That would be a good upgrade to our men-at-arms, which is important. Fantastic. So our income is increasing nicely. That's always amazing. We're very, very happy about that. We are going to need to declare war soon because our vassals are going to get more and more restless. That is going to be a thing. And that is, of course, if we go into our culture here, that is because we are... I think that's in our... No, that's in our religion, isn't it? Warmonger. Yes. Okay. So, sure, there's more feasting happening. This isn't shocking. No, please, do go on. Acceptable vassal there. I think we'll go ahead and upgrade the military camps. There doesn't appear to be anything else that we can get going at the moment. So that's fine. We can get a bunch of gold this way if we need to, but our income is definitely a lot stronger, so that's amazing. Shipyards have finished up in Colchester, and at this point we need cash to upgrade our livestock pens. The magnificent tapestry was destroyed. We should probably check in on our court artifacts here. Everything looks fine. Okay, cool. Nothing. And sure, we'll attend an additional feast. So as soon as we get our next payment, I think we can upgrade this. Nope, it'll be 2 payments. Interesting. Well, we can definitely do a little bit of ransoming here. This one is... Any of these that are not a vassal are acceptable. So we can make our way through this and get a bunch of gold that way. We're now an eager reveler. Cool. We can definitely get this upgrade going now. There we go. And we will continue to ransom these prisoners here, because we require additional gold for investment purposes. Cool. We're going to be hitting vassals here pretty soon. This one is not acceptable. And this one is also not acceptable. To be clear, the vassals are the most valuable, but we don't really want them to join factions right now. Like I said, we're not in our absolute strongest form tech-wise currently. So we need to get a bit caught up on tech, and that is something that we are doing. Cool. So a few more of these ransoms to do. And the cult is intimidated. Cool. We gain some intrigue lifestyle experience that we'll probably never use. Sure, show in the Countess. She'll bring in some gold, and that's great. Okay. So we can upgrade our farms and fields here. There we go. And sure, we'll attend your feast. Better be worth my time. We'll continue to upgrade our income. And this is not done yet, but that's fine. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Our husband died again. We're not shocked about that. He was approximately 1 trillion years old. So that's fine. We'll marry this guy, and hopefully he'll bring us up to 10. He did. Fantastic. Any more prisoners to ransom? No, that is not a thing. Apparently, we are suspicious of our concubine here. There we go. He is a fornicator. Well, that's very rude of him. Did we finish one of our conversions? I think we did. We did. We're going to convert faith. Let's see. These are correct faiths here. We're going to convert the faith up here. Beautiful. 6 years on that, and the cultural conversion here is almost done. So we're going to get that cultural conversion underway. We just became obese, which at our age is not great. We're going to begin to lose weight. Okay. This finished up, so we definitely want to continue to promote culture out over this direction. There we go. Cool. So that'll be 5 and 8 years, respectively. Up in Bedford, these are maxed economically, and we're, I think, getting to the point where our economy is almost maxed out here. Almost. This is actually not going to happen. Okay, we're not maxed out here, so we can definitely increase our economy there. Beautiful. But very soon here, we're going to have to go back to war. And the question is, against whom? Is our truce up with this guy? It is. So it's a little bit awkward here because of these are in separate duchies. So we're going to have to go after just this one here. He's in debt right now. And in another war. A liberty war. He has access to 16,000 troops. It's a lot of men-at-arms, so we're a little bit concerned about that. But let's go ahead and declare this. He's in a war right now, so we should be able to greedy raise. His troops should not be here, and they should be already raised. So we're going to give that a go. And we should be able to get away with about 20k here. And he brought in a holy order. Okay, so he's going to arrive in 13 days. Can we get a holy order of our own? I don't think we have one. No. We can potentially grab mercs here. This will put us in debt, which I accept. He is no longer interested. We're quite in debt. No doubt about that. Okay. We're going to stop raising here. And these guys are going to all head in over this way. Cool. We can grab a Dynasty Legacy here. We're maxed on Glory. I think at this point we could go down the Law tree, but I don't think that's actually good. Domain limit there is okay, but what I'd really like to get here... Honestly, the Law tree is okay. Yeah, we could go for Warfare, actually. Night Effectiveness is good. Pursuit and Retreat losses. Yeah, let's go for Warfare. Warfare is the way to go here. Beautiful. So we're going to take down their capital very quickly here. He retreated all the way up here. And we died. Of heart failure at 54. That's a little bit unfortunate. The good news is our succession was safe. The bad news is we have the wrong primary title. So we're going to need to make this our primary title. There we go. That's much better. And we do have this guy as our spouse. Now, he is quite good at the job, but we need to move him over to Manage Domain. And we're going to need a Chancellor. We're going to need a Steward. We're going to need a Marshal. And we're going to need a Spy Master. Now, we're definitely going to have some issues. Let's hope that we get out of this war nice and quickly. However, our debt was wiped out. So that's nice. We definitely take learning lifestyle focus, learning scholarship to grab scientific as soon as possible. But we're going to have some vassal issues here. Are we at only 8? We're seriously at only 8? Yikes, okay. We're going to have to hand out some of these titles here, like this one. We'll grant that out to a noble of the Norse culture, and we will grant out this one as well. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Okay, so we finish up this siege, and we will head up over here. We're at 46% instantly. I want to fight them, if we can. We're going to have to turn around here and take this location, but we're going to split up our troops here. Trebuchets, not the crossbowmen, and these levies will be fine. They're going to head in over here with a siege leader, and we're going to try to chase down this army. We'll see how successful that ends up being. Probably not super successful. And this faction is going to be a potential issue. The Liberty faction we can just accede to. The Independence faction will have to fight. Okay, we're going to fight them here. And I'm hoping that the battle plus this siege ends the war. We have a daughter who is now our player heir. That's fine. We're going to head up over this way. Okay, 71. It's not as high as I'd hoped. So these sieges are going to happen. This Independence faction we will have to fight, unless we can get something done here. Which we can. Done. We're going to bounce that faction. It may still be a problem. But we need to get out of this war as a top priority. That death was awkward, but overall, it's nowhere near as bad as the previous succession. So I think it's okay. This puts us at 92%. Which of these sieges will end faster? This is a lower level, and we already have some progress. We're going to head up here, and we just need to get rid of this siege as quickly as we can to end this war. That's our top priority right now. Actually, we may be able to come over here and fight these guys. Yes. We fight them here. Beautiful. That'll end the war. Okay. War is over. We enforce our demands, disband our troops, and this needs to be granted out. Done. And there we go. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we will see about dealing with this Liberty faction. Do we want to fight them? I think the answer is probably no. Most likely. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Ken2In, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Kadra, Raw Potato, Elmichi Nazi, Justin Everett, Emiliano Cambron, Martin Lawrence, Jens Graham, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.